What's up? This is Ray. Welcome back. Hey, check this out. We got a cool episode today. We're going to be checking out some creative lighting, and that's something I really should have done a long time ago on the channel. I don't get enough of these. So what we're looking at is the Mivitar light bar. I promise I didn't mean for that to rhyme. That is the correct name for this. So what this is, it's a RGB light bar, and it allows you to choose many different colors, not just of the rainbow, but it can do different white color temperatures also. So it allows you to be much more creative in your lighting. So, but the question a person may ask when they see this is, what am I supposed to do with that? Well, that's not the right question to ask, because if you're a creative photographer or lighting person, the correct question or the correct thing to say is, man, imagine all the different uses I could find for that to make my work look different from everyone else's. So yeah, if you're curious about RGB light bars, what they can do and how you can use them, stick around. We're going to be checking out the Mivitar TC-288. Stay tuned. Okay, so RGB, what is the deal with RGB? These lights use 3 different colors, red, green, and blue, and it mixes them in different variations to make different colors. And right now it's in mode 3. This is the mode I'd probably use the least, but it's cycling through all the different colors it can produce, and you can see them here. So the way you change the modes is you press the power button. Right now, the very top mode is the white mode, and the way you adjust the different color temperatures is there's 2 arrows. There's one on the left and one on the right, and it scrolls through. Right now we're at a very cool white. Right now we're at a very warm white, as you can see. So it's up to you to find what's in the middle. What I don't really like about this type of situation is it's using a very light blue and a very warm white to mix, to fine tune the white balance. And I think for me, it never seems to be perfectly white as this softbox would be. But you probably wouldn't notice it on camera though, but it's just something I had to point out. The next mode, the middle mode, is the one that allows you to manually scroll through all the different colors. So right now, this is all the way at the end to red. And you can see as this is kind of one of my favorite ones, the pink. So yeah, so those are the different colors. There's one more thing it could do with the white that I want to show you. I don't want to point it directly at the camera or else it'll throw off the light meter, but there's a color temperature, there's a warm color temperature on the side of this tube where if you turn it, it can turn the light even warmer. I'm not sure why this is here since it already has a color temperature adjustment. Something tells me there's a model of this that does not have the RGB, and it probably doesn't have the white balance adjustment on it. So you probably use this to adjust the white balance of that light, and they probably just left that tube on this model also. I'm just assuming that, I'm not sure, but it's good to have anyway. But in most cases I leave it on the clear side so you can get an accurate rendition of what it's putting out. One thing I really wanted to test this light out with is light painting and long exposure stuff at night. That's really what I was into, and I didn't get to experiment with it as much as I wanted, but I did a session, and I'm going to show you some images now. I did a session shooting my car outside at night. I put this light bar inside the car to light up the interior, and I used a small cube white light to light paint the car. It was a 30-second exposure, and I did it in different combinations to see what worked best. And this image I'm showing you right now, this is my favorite one. I love the image so much, I wish I had washed my car. You know, the car's not clean. And as you look at the car, you can see the light streaks reflecting off the paint. That is me over the 30 seconds walking around the car, shining that light on it, and it's reflecting off the paint. So very cool thing to use for light painting, especially since you can adjust the brightness. That can help you with how long the exposure is going to be. But I had to point that out. One thing I wanted to do was, another thing was try this light on creative portraits. And I've been so busy, I haven't really had time to come up with a cool scenario, but I when I was testing the light on a portrait, I'm going to show you right now. This is not a good or world-class portrait, but it just shows one option you can do. What I did is I put the light directly behind me. You can't see it, and it's shining on the wall. And I used a white, this softbox, to shine on the front of me. So I think what would really be good is if you have at least two of these. That way you can have two different colors from different angles, and it could really make some interesting creative stuff as well. But yeah, I wish I had more time to come up with some creative portraits before I did this review, but you can get an idea of what you can come up with using it. One thing I really like about this kit, and I have to point out, is it uses the same standard Sony type battery that the industry uses for all of their portable lights and monitors. Most of these type of Amazon kits, you have to buy that battery separately and the charger separately, but it comes with all of that. And I think that's really good, and it's something I had to point out. Another good thing about this is it's sitting on a tripod right now. It has a tripod mount on the bottom. You can just screw it into your tripod. I put a quick release plate on it here so I can, quickly put it on and off. But those are some things about this light that I really like. It has everything you need to get up and running. You don't need any more accessories. All right, so that is my review of the Mivitar TC-288. It kind of looks like a lightsaber, doesn't it? This light is $125 on the Mivitar Amazon store. I'm going to put a link below. There's a lot of different cool stuff I've tested out over the years on this channel. I'm going to put some links in below. The camera I use, the softbox I use, and the microphones. I'm going to put a link there so you can check it out, because there's a lot of affordable stuff out there that works really well that I have found. Yeah, so if you have any questions about this kit, feel free to leave them below. Thank you for watching as always, and keep in mind, no matter what light you use for your videos, your photography, as always, keep it real.